Welcome back to the Makeforms tutorial series. In this episode, we'll set up the payment gateway and use the payment status field inside Makeforms. Payments should be clear for the user and easy for you to manage. We'll start by connecting a payment provider, then we'll wire it into two common form flows, one where the total is calculated automatically and one where the fee is fixed. After that, we'll use payment status on the thank you screen to show the right message based on what happened with the payment. Let's get started. Before collecting payments, you need to connect a payment provider. From your dashboard, go to Integrations. In the Categories section, select Payments. Here you'll see the supported gateways including Stripe, Mollie, Square, and Razorpay. One of the biggest advantages inside Makeforms is that you can create multiple connections for the same gateway. For example, you can connect multiple Stripe accounts and choose the appropriate one while configuring a specific form. This is especially useful if you manage payments for different clients inside the same workspace. To create a connection, click on Set up Payment Gateway. By default, Stripe is already selected as the payment provider. You can choose your preferred provider from the dropdown. For this demo, we're selecting Stripe. Next, give the connection a name. This helps you identify it later when selecting it inside Forms. Before entering your API credentials, you need to understand the mode option. When connecting a payment gateway, you can choose between Sandbox and Production. Sandbox mode is used for testing. No real money is charged. Production mode is used when you are ready to collect real payments from real users. For this demo, we will select Sandbox. Select your default currency. This currency will automatically appear inside your forms when enabling payments, although you can change it later if needed. With Sandbox mode selected, enter your Stripe publishable key and restricted key into the respective fields. Click Save. Your payment connection is now active. Let's build a simple event ticketing form where the total amount is calculated dynamically. Create a new form. Add basic fields such as name and email. Add a number field labeled Number of people attending the event. Mention the price per person in the field description. For example, $10 per person. Next, add a calculated field. Name it Total Ticket Cost. Now go to the Field Settings panel and click on Open Calculator to define how the total should be calculated. Inside the calculator, select the field Number of Attendees, $10 per person, then multiply it by 10. This calculated field will automatically compute the total amount. Preview the form to make sure everything is working correctly. When you enter 8 people, notice how the total updates automatically to $80. This confirms that your calculation field is working as expected. Now let's connect the form to payments. Go to Form Settings. Turn on the Enable Payments option. Once payments are enabled, click Configure Payment Setting. Select the payment connection you created earlier from the list. As soon as you select the payment connection, the default currency linked to that connection will automatically be displayed. If needed, you can change the currency here before publishing the form. Next, scroll to Amount Configuration. Choose the option Dynamic Price inserted into a field. This allows the payment amount to change automatically based on your form calculation. Then select the calculated field labeled Total Ticket Cost. In the Payment Description field, enter a simple label. This description appears on the payment checkout screen when the user is completing the transaction. Your configuration saves automatically. Now that the payment setup is complete, let's customize what users see after they complete the payment. Go to the Thank You settings. Delete the default message. Then drag and drop the payment status field onto the thank you screen. Next, configure the messages based on the payment result. For successful payments, display a confirmation message letting users know their registration is complete and their payment has been received. For failed payments, show a clear message informing users that the payment was not processed. Finally, click Publish to make your form live and start accepting payments. Now, when a user submits the form, they are redirected to the payment gateway with the exact calculated amount. If payment succeeds, they see the success message. If payment fails or is canceled, they see the failure message. Sometimes you may want to charge a fixed amount, such as for a webinar registration. In this example, we're using a webinar form that we've already created with name, email, and phone number fields. We've also added a paragraph field at the top explaining the fixed fee and updated the button label to Pay and Register to clearly indicate the payment action. Now go to Form Settings and enable Payments. Select your payment connection. This time, under Amount Configuration, choose Flat Fee instead of Dynamic Pricing. Enter the fixed amount, which in our case is $20. Add a payment description and publish the form. Now users simply fill in their details, click Pay and Register, and are redirected to complete the fixed payment. That's how you connect your payment gateway, configure pricing, and start collecting payments directly inside Makeforms.